You are listening to the Centropic Oracle, an audiobook podcast of science fiction and fantasy short stories that make you think and feel.
The Outsider by William Delman. Work ends at 6, which gives me 90 minutes to get home, shower, dress, and emotionally prepare for my brother David's birthday dinner at our parents' house. It's supposed to be a quiet night for family, gifts, and overcooked everything. Then David shows up with his girlfriend, Kenzie, a priestess of Azathoth. "It's actually High Priestess now," she says, smiling at my father from across the dinner table. "Oh," Mum says, "does that mean more money?" She sounds almost proud. Kenzie nods, glowing. "The order will provide me with a more generous stipend, commensurate with the increase in responsibility." When she smiles, it's like looking at a drawing of The Black Widow by Jay Lee. Even though the courts keep trying to repress our beliefs, the elders are expecting big changes over the next 12 months, thanks to the recent successes we've had at the ballot box. There should be a lot of lucrative opportunities for people with the right kind of background. She's looking at David like he's a wounded fly. He's grinning like an idiot. "Kenzie thinks I could really rise through the ranks," he says on cue, "especially with my experience in network security." "Sure," I laugh. Because between the banks and our elections, what hasn't been hacked in the last few years? Not that the High and Holy Order of Azathoth knows anything about that because, as we all know, the media is chock full of lying liars. Kenzie clears her throat, a hint of color coming into her ivory cheeks. "That's true. The world is full of narrow-minded elitists ready to blame every crime on some oppressed group they don't like." My eyebrows try to climb off my forehead. Oppressed? Seriously? Your lobbyists and followers are basically running Congress now. And didn't Kansas just declare itself a constitutional Azathothian protectorate or something? I heard they're already forcing the poor and disabled into stockyards. David's face is red enough to stop traffic. Our parents have turned into living statues. Kenzie licks her lips, straightens her back, and smiles. Vile rumors. Besides, the nation was doing nothing to help, and the climate refugee crisis was out of control, so the elders dispatched 2 legions. Now that order has been restored, are you surprised people want to show some gratitude? By sacrificing their fellow citizens, I snap. Maybe we should change the subject. Mom's laugh is practically a scream. Dad joins in, paraphrasing one of his favorite Twain quotes. "In matters concerning religion and politics, a man's reasoning powers are not above an insect's." And yet, Kenzie sighs, there are people driven by intolerance and hate who would see every insect dead. David lifts his glass and glares at me. "To the people of Kansas and those that supported them in their time of need." "And to David and Kenzie," Mom says, her voice still nervous. Now they're all staring at me. Glasses raised. Family photographs cover the walls around us. Mum and Dad building houses with Habitat for Humanity. A photo from my time in the Peace Corps in Ghana. Pictures of David standing with his graduating class at MIT. I want to shout. We are not the evil ones here. We are not the kind of people who serve alien bugs from Shagai and worship an ancient horror. But the looks they're all giving me as I refuse to join the toast, almost glassy-eyed with hope or expectation, like they're all in on a secret or... "Wait," I sputter. "Don't tell me you've all converted." "They're not bad once you get to know them," Dad says. "I mean, sure, the elders are bugs." Kenzie shoots him a look, and he grimaces. Insectile beings, I mean, and I know the legions have a mixed reputation, but the followers, like Kenzie," David interrupts. "Yes, like Kenzie," Dad nods. "People like Kenzie are working to change all that." "Also, the professional opportunities are amazing," David says. "You can't believe the tech they have, stuff they haven't shared with the public." I can't take any more. The elders are theocratic space cockroaches who eat people and pray to a primordial evil from beyond space-time. I stab a finger at Kenzie. People like her are collaborators. Have you all lost your minds? Azathoth isn't really evil, honey, Mom says. Its view of things is just different than yours. I'm about to protest when Kenzie places her hand on the table and I finally notice the engagement ring. She stands. I think I should go. Some people need more time and space to acclimate, and she trails off, tilts her head toward me. I don't want to make things worse. David stands with her. I'm sorry, Mom, Dad. Kenzie is right. Thanks for understanding. He hugs our parents as they too rise from the table. Eventually, Mom starts clearing the dishes as Dad sits down with a freshly opened bottle of wine. He refreshes my glass and furrows his brow. You know, he says, you didn't need to be such a monster. Kenzie is about to become a member of this family. You need to be more accepting. I polish off my glass in a single gulp. Sure, because acceptance worked out great for... That's when I see the horrifying thing skittering around the bottom of my glass, like a centipede carved from obsidian, oozing burgundy ichor from its glistening fangs. Everything slows down. I look over my shoulder and see Kenzie standing behind me, my mom and David behind her. But, things are shifting inside my mind. A small voice, high and shrill, screams in my head, born from some darkness where the brainstem meets the spine, but soon it falls silent. I look up and see my family, all of my family, around the table again, looking calm and happy. My smile mirrors theirs. You were right, all of you. We need to make the world a more understanding place.
We hope you enjoyed The Outsider by William Delman, read by Evan Rein. If you'd like to learn more about the author and narrator of this story, or make a donation to them, follow the story page link in the description. Pledge your support to us on Patreon for cool rewards and to help us bring you more stories. If you would like to submit a story for consideration or apply to be a narrator, a link to our submission guidelines is in the description.